Hey there, Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I'm bringing you a message pretty much straight after I've just gotten off almost a 2-hour coaching session with a beautiful client. Sorry, I've got the postman here. I think he'll just leave it here. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm going to take you guys with me for a second. Just bear with me. I've got the postman here. Just hang on. Really want to get into this with you guys, but 1 second. Oh my gosh, in action. Hello, how you going?
How are you?
Good, thank you. Yes, sign away. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Thank you. All right, we're living in action here. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I have this message that I want to give to you guys when I can get back to my desk. But I've just finished being on a coaching session with a beautiful client of mine, and it got me thinking about today's message. Now that I'm back and not carrying on getting posts delivered. So really what it is all about is, not letting your skepticism stunt your growth. And why I want to deliver this message for you guys today is because I took this client of mine through a process which is all based on NLP, or neuro-linguistic programming. It's a new skill set that I've been working on over the last few months. And in order to, you guys know I'm the human guinea pig, so I never use anything, or I never deliver anything to any of my clients or you guys until I've actually had an experience with it and work out what's work, what doesn't work, what I found valuable, and all the stuff I don't really find that valuable, you don't really hear about it, or you hear me telling you that it hasn't been that valuable. I'll tell you about that experience. But anyway, this particular process is a process of clearing out old negative influences and influencers from your past. And so you go through this process, and when I came across this process and I was in the room and I was learning the skill set and I was testing it out and having it being tested out on me, I was started skeptical. I was a bit like, oh, this sounds a little bit like woo-woo or wishy-washy, or really, and usually I'm a pretty easy sell. I'm not really the biggest skeptic in the world, but for whatever reason, this was just visualization and doing this stuff that I've never felt really that connected to in the beginning when I first was introduced to this sort of stuff. And anyway, I just had to leave my skepticism at the door because I also have, a thought and a belief that you shouldn't have an opinion on something until you actually experience it. So I had to leave the skepticism at the door, trust in the process, give it my best, and see at the end of it whether it was valuable or not. Turns out, went through the process, and I've done a Facebook Live a bit on this, but at the end of the day, it was really amazing, and I got some really great benefits. And they didn't just happen after the process. They continued to unfold and impact different areas of my life in these different ways. And I was like, whoa, this is a cool process. This is definitely something that I want to innovate on, but then I really want to deliver to my clients. And so the funny thing that happened today was I was starting these processes with a particular amazing, beautiful client. And anyway, she knows how I am about openness, honesty, let's talk it all out, don't hold anything back. And she did mention to me, she said, I'm feeling a little bit not sure if this process is going to work for me, blah, 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 and saying all the same stuff that I was thinking, when I went through this process myself with our skepticism. And so I just reassured her, and luckily enough, she put her trust in me enough to know that I wouldn't be delivering a process that I didn't back and wasn't valuable. So at least I had that way in. And anyway, really what I want to get to is we went through this beautiful process, which is she's gonna be fully integrating over this coming week, in particular with the different stages that I'm taking her through. But this first process, I was, whoa, like right there with her. She did such a phenomenal job. This is a process of tapping into the subconscious, getting outside of the 4% of the conscious mind, and that's where our skepticism is, and actually tapping into the subconscious, the other 96% of our mind's capacity, and being able to draw out into the surface, you know, all that stuff that's ultimately where all of our real decision making is actually taking place. You know, clearing out any of those old negative limiting emotions, negative influences, experiences, all that sort of stuff. We have to address it so that we can clear it and be empowered by it. And so anyway, she dropped the skepticism just as I did, and she stepped into the process and trusted it, and you know, really opened up and really got the most from that process. And I can't wait for everything that is ahead for her, because I know the impact it's had in my life and in many people that I've gotten to go through that process with, and also witness their transformation through. So super excited about that, but I'm hoping that me sharing this story with you guys today will get you thinking about where in your life right now your skepticism is actually stunting your growth. Is there a new process? Is there a new program? Is there a new way of being? Is there a new belief system that you're just totally skeptical of, and you're not actually open enough to have your own full experience of it before you actually make judgment and have your own opinions on it? Because every single time you do, every time you let the skeptical mind get in between you and having your own personal experience with something, is the time where you are stunting your potential growth. Even if that process, even if that thing that you're skeptical about it isn't as valuable as what others might say it is, even in the process of you actually immersing yourself in the experience gives you a whole new perspective, a whole new open-mindedness, a whole new way of being that empowers you because you've had the experience. Now you can have the opinion, the judgment. And for me personally, you know, I have to experience things in order to learn them. I think most of us do. And from that place, I can then have the feedback, have the experience to be able to innovate, to be able to tweak. And that's what my whole life is about. You guys know that by now, that, you know, that's what I do. I go in, I experience, I feel it, I learn from it, I take the value from it, I tweak it, I adjust, I innovate, and I deliver again, and I continue that process. That is why, you know, everybody who will ever come through a program of mine, coaching with me, knows that it is never the same. It is constantly evolving. It is constantly upgrading, shifting, innovating, because that is what I do. I experience more, I get more feedback, I innovate, I create better programs, better coaching, better everything that I do in all areas of my life, not just in my business, but in my health, in my relationships. I'm constantly learning, growing, innovating, evolving, getting feedback, adjusting, changing. That's what evolution is all about, taking new information in through experience and actually being able to, you know, navigate and make shifts in our behavior and ultimately get better results and evolve from there. So really, really hoping that you are going to step out of the skepticism and actually step into a new experience so that you can evolve, you can shift, you can change, you can empower, and you can actually have a great informed opinion or judgment over something and ultimately, you know, make it better. So definitely want to check in with you guys. Let me know, where in the world are you tuning in from? Let me know. Have you got any questions? Have you got any comments, any feedback, any words of wisdom that you want to share with us all? Now is the time because I get to check in with you guys. So I love it. So I've got Patty and Stephen and John's here as well, and Hazem and Paul's here, and Sam's in the house. I love it. And Heinz and Dehendra and Irfan, I hope I'm saying your name right. I love you, love you being here. And Dehendra, thank you so much for your kind compliments, and same to you, beautiful Sam. And Sam, wow, you got a delivery on time. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful it didn't come as I was going through this process with my client. But yeah, Facebook Live, it's all real. It's in real time. So I love it. And Jolene's here, and Adam's here. Awesome to see you. And Alexandria, my spirit sisters in the house. And Sam, love that openness and receptive. Absolutely. And you can only open up and be receptive when you can trust. You know, you've got to sometimes have trust in the unknown, you know, because if we don't have that trust, we can't be open, and therefore we can't experience, and therefore we can't actually learn, grow, and evolve. So absolutely hearing you on that, Sam. And Roxana, yay, my beautiful muse. And Sam, you're good at this superstar. Is that NLP? Yeah, so NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, is really the process that I went through with my client today. It's one part of the work that I do, is utilizing some of the tools from neuro-linguistic programming to kind of tap into the subconscious and, you know, really clear out any negativity, get it empowered, and moving forward as well. So yeah, love it. And Eslam is here. Thank you so much for your kind words there, Eslam. And Vanessa's in the house. I love it. And Sam, yes, experience gives me deeper insight and awakening. So, so true. That's why you got to experience, then you can judge. And John, hello to you, my friend. And Patty's here, and June, and Jeremy, awesome. And Tony's in the house as well. So guys, I really hope that today's message has got you thinking about maybe where you've been a bit skeptical, and maybe where your skepticism is actually stunting your growth. And maybe, just maybe, you will drop the guards down, drop the overthinking mind that's getting all skeptical, and actually open yourself up to have the experience so that you can learn firsthand what you really feel about something. And don't let your skepticism, which is all that is your desire to create certainty and control in your life. But you know what? That certainty and control, like if it is getting in the way of you having the kind of experiences that could be transforming your life, evolving who you are to a new empowered state, what are you doing it for? You know, so we've got to have that kind of conversation with ourselves. For me, what gets me over the line always, even though I think of myself as a pretty easy sell in most things, is that ultimately, you know, I don't believe that we can have a judgment or opinion over something that we haven't experienced. So be open-minded. You know, open-mindedness is super sexy. So get amongst it and get into it. And, you know, and from that place, you can expand your capacity to understand others better, understand yourself better. And you never know what gems you're going to uncover with an open-minded perspective of experience. So I love that. And last little comments here. I've got Leslie's in the house. And Sam, looking forward to hanging out with you on Zoom tomorrow. Yes, can't wait. So excited to catch up with my team, the 8-week empowerment team. And Anita's here, and Shane's in the house. I love it. Shane, you're catching me as I'm just about to sign off, but I love having you live, as you know. And so guys, get out of skepticism. Get into your growth. Don't let anything get in the way of you being your own guinea pig for empowerment in your life. And yeah, Sam, that's a beautiful line. Openness is sexy. It so is. So get into it. All right. So guys, as always, I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary. And I really hope that today's message has served you, empowered you, got you maybe the kick up the butt you might have needed if you have been overthinking, being skeptical about something, and actually missing the value and stunting your growth. Stop doing that, jump in, experience, and last little comments. Rowiti is here. Hello to you, my friend. Much love to you. And Shane, hey Vanessa, just caught you. All good. Have a great day. Same to you, my friend. And I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. If you haven't joined the monthly masterclasses, don't be skeptical. Jump in, get the value, and then have an opinion. But I guarantee I'll over-deliver value always. You'll never want to leave. All right, so I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I cannot wait to see you there tomorrow. And so many hugs and blessings to you, beautiful Alexandria. So much love. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.